So I didn't originally foresee myself making one of those like how to stay busy during quarantine videos, but here we are. So I've had a couple requests for it actually, so I decided that this would be my random video of the month, my little wild card, and then next month, as of April, we will kick it off with a theology video. I've got Bill Vanderbush up on here. I am so excited. So first, I'll teach you how to stay busy, and then we'll kind of see what we can learn together. So I'm taking you guys into my inner domain. I don't show anybody my closet because it always looks kind of interesting, but it is a good project to keep yourself busy with if you're having trouble staying busy. So I always suggest to keep your home clean. And that sounds really hypocritical of me to say because people know my car is always a mess and my room is kind of sometimes messy. But I will say I feel so much better when it's clean. Like, it even kind of frees up my mind to just be more creative and more light and bright. So I highly suggest taking this extra time that we all have to do some closet cleaning out. Let's get started. So just a couple tips. I do work retail, so some of these things may help in your closet. So the easiest way to organize your closet is, number one, having all your hangers facing the same direction, because that will leave your clothes able to like lay flat. I kind of organized mine like fancy dresses over here, more casual dresses to that side. That's totally unnecessary. But I do suggest like going through all your hangers and making sure that they're level with each other like that, because that will keep your clothes wrinkle free, and it will also keep them from like getting snagged on each other. Another tip that we do at the store is we make sure that everything's like buttoned and zipped. Or like this wrap dress, I made sure to wrap that because the buttons do, again, like snag your clothes. So that's just like a couple tips from me. Now I know if you're anything like me, you might not want to be inside all day, but I will say that there are some good activities you can do. I've been doing puzzles. I have this 4-pack of Disney puzzles, so I had to get my Disney fix somehow. So I know that's not like the most fun thing ever, but if you have like board games and different things you can do with the family, that helps keep you occupied. And sometimes if it's like Scrabble or like a puzzle, it works your brain, which is nice, so that you're not like getting dumber and dumber during quarantine. So I'm actually in my backyard right now on my swing, and I wanted to tell you guys what's really been helping me most is getting outside. So I know obviously everything's shut down, we're not allowed to like go anywhere, but the CDC and your county, at least my county, is doing this where you're allowed to go outside, you're allowed to go on walks and bike rides, and let me just tell you, that has been saving me. It makes me feel so much better, even just like walking around and seeing other people that are out like with their little kids or like whatever, they're just walking and kind of just like enjoying the simple pleasures. I was reading an article this morning and it was talking about how getting outside really improves your mental health, even like from the moment you step outside, because it like lowers your anxiety, it lowers, you know, any chances you have for depression, all of that. It just kind of instantly calms you. And so it's not only good for, you know, our physical health to get out and exercise, but it's good for our mental health as well. And so I think right now that's something that a lot of people are struggling with. It's really hard to just suddenly like have your life like stopped and halted, and you know, you're not going to work, you're not going to school, you're not really doing anything, and so you're just kind of sitting at home like, dang, what do I do? Definitely get outside today, whether it's your backyard or you go on a walk or whatever. Take some time in God's creation. It will do wonders for you. So something my family and I have been doing, we've been doing a lot of cooking, which is really fun. I'm not a good cook at all, and so my mom's been teaching me. We made spaghetti, we made pork chops, stuffed bell peppers, we made like cheeseburger stew, which is actually really good. And we're making chicken enchiladas tonight, so I'm going to show you guys like a little bit of how we do that because it's like a really easy recipe. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really a cook. I don't have time usually, and so this has been something fun that we've been doing. I'm learning like a new hobby, and my mom has been teaching me. So if you have someone around the house who can teach you how to cook, take them up on that because we have been like killing it in the kitchen lately. And now it's time to go to bed. I have just a few more tips for you guys as we kind of wrap up this video. I think it's really important to have like a set kind of bedtime schedule. So I love to put on essential oils in a diffuser that I have. I love to take a hot bath before bed. You know, there's tons of research studies that say we should be off our phones like an hour before bed. So I hope we can all work on that together as well. I'm going to show you my essential oils here in a second, and also what I like to do is I love bubble bath. So if you're a girl and you like to take bubble baths, or a guy, no judgment, I have a lot of bubble baths from Bath and Body Works. I was about to say Bed Bath & Beyond and then I got confused. No, from Bath & Body Works, there's a lot of bubble baths that are really nice. They have essential oils in them as well, and it's from their aromatherapy line. I really like Comfort, which is vanilla and patchouli oil, and I really like their sleep scents as well, which are usually like cedarwood and lavender and things like that. So I actually have a whole case of essential oils in here. This is not a real book. It actually opens up for storage, but I have my favorite right here. It is from Target. They have kits of essential oils. This one's called Relax. It has lavender, rosemary, and sage in it, and so we will just fire up my little diffuser buddy, pour some water, and then we will open him up. Hard to do one-handed. We'll put a couple drops in, maybe 3 or 4. Put that. That's what makes it come out the top with the steam. Then we put on my pretty little cover. And it will start diffusing eventually, and it's gonna smell like I said, the lavender, sage, and rosemary, and so you can kind of see the steam coming out. But I just wanted to suggest that because it really helps me relax before bed. If you don't have time to take like hot baths before bed, this is a really good way to get the same aromatherapy aspect. And yeah, I just want to leave you guys with an encouraging word. And so I have my Bible here, and I just want to read from Psalm 23. And I know that's a little bit cliche maybe, but it's just so comforting that I think it would be a nice kind of bedtime thing. So I'm going to read from the Psalm right now. It's Psalm 23, and it says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all of the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." So I just wanted to share that because I think it's just so comforting. Everything has been so, anxious and stressful with everything going on in the coronavirus. And there's also some things that happened in our community In celebration, a good friend of many of my friends passed away, and I didn't know her personally, but I've seen how her passing has affected a few of my dear friends, and my heart aches for them. We'll definitely be praying for their family, but I just wanted to share these verses because, it says that even though I'm in the presence of my enemies, I'm in the presence of something terrifying and unknown, my God is still with me, and He makes a point to have me eat in front of my enemies. Like, He makes a table in front of my enemies, and I think that's just God is just so powerful, and He's showing us, like, He's not only showing us and proving to us that there's nothing to fear, but He's also proving to the enemies that they can't touch us. And so I just wanted to share that before bed, and thank you for watching.